My first abstract is pre and post treatment metabolic metrics predict probability of local relapse free survival in oligometastasis following single dose radiotherapy. The purpose of this study was to assess the potential of baseline and early post treatment PET SUV max values as a predictor of long term outcome of single dose radiation therapy and hypofractionated stereotactic body radiotherapy in extracranial oligometastasis. Material and methods used in this study was a total of 169 patients were taken, of which 559 lesions were present, mean of 2.1 and ranging 1 to 5 lesions per patient. And the prescription dose was 24 gray in a single fraction. In those patients in which, due to dose volume constraint, the prescription dose was not achievable, in that patient, 9 gray into 3 fractions was used as a SBRT. And 76% were treated as single dose radiotherapy and 24% were treated as single stereotactic body radiotherapy respectively. The SUV max values were acquired 3 times, one at pre-treatment, second at 3 months and 6 months post-treatment, and 6 months thereafter. Tumor response was scored according to the PERSIST criteria and confirmed by morphological imaging. And correlation between baseline SUV max and its decline with actuarial local relapse-free survival were analyzed. So what they found that the baseline SUV was significantly associated with the local relapse-free survival, and the optimum cutoff value was 10.2, yielding a relapse-free survival of 86% when the value was less than 10.2 and 63% when it was more than 10.2. The Kaplan-Meier survival plot for local relapse-free survival here depicts the 86% local relapse-free survival for baseline value of less than 10.8. This graph is for all lesions, and when while separating for the two different arms, it was found that the value of local relapse-free survival was higher as compared to the stereotactic body radiotherapy arm in both the values less than 10.2 and more than 10.2, and the value of 93% was found at 5 years. Local relapse-free survival of 93%, the SUV max less than 10.2, 93% was found. Another relation was done between change in SUV max. A decline of more than 75% was associated with 86% actuarial 5-year local relapse-free survival versus 72%. For all lesions, it was found that the local relapse-free survival at 5 months was 86% when the decline in SUV max value was more than 75%. So, and while separate analysis in between two arms, it was found that the total local relapse-free survival at 5 years was 96% when change in SUV max was more than 75%, and 88% when change in the SUV max was less than 75%. In both the arms, single dose radiotherapy and stereotactic body radiotherapy, the values are statistically significant. So they concluded that these two factors, first, the baseline SUV values, that is 10.2, and change in SUV, that is more than 75%, found to be two good features, and the reciprocal of these are two adverse features, vice versa. A multivariate Cox analysis confirmed decline in SUV max as the only independent covariate in predicting local relapse-free survival. Bivariate analysis using permutations of various baseline SUV max and change of more than 75% SUV max decline at 3 months versus either of the above adverse features were compared, and it was found that for all lesions, when both good features are present, that is baseline SUV max less than 10.2 and change in SUV max more than 75%, the local at 5 years, the local relapse-free survival was 93%, as compared to 77%, which is when one adverse feature was taken, and as compared to 53% when both the adverse features were taken, and both the differences were statistically significant. In individual arm, it was found that on bivariate analysis, when comparing two good features with two adverse features, the 5-year local relapse-free survival was better in good feature arm as compared to the bad feature arm, and it was also statistically significant in both the groups. So they conclude that the combination of pre-treatment SUV max and post-treatment change in SUV max can be used to predict metastasis-directed long-term local relapse-free survival. And these metabolic metrics can be used in clinical decision-making where lesions are at risk of local failure, may be subject to more intense follow-up for potential early rescue with effective application. Specifically, the relapse-prone lesion identified with this approach in good prognosis oligometastatic patient may potentially benefit from early reintervention to achieve optimal long-term local relapse-free survival. Thank you.